GM guys, welcome back to the Ladders Club. No introduction drama. I want to straight away go into the video. I want to talk about the trades. I want to talk about my risk management style. 9 days have already passed and you can see on weekly time frame how altcoins are looking extremely good, extremely juicy, and this is what we were looking for. But it's a little bit confusing, right? On which altcoins you have to bid. So what we do is we go to Velo and we check the sector performance. If you actually look at the sector performance on weekly time frame, you will see how AI and meme coins have been the best performing sectors, and this is where you want to be. These narratives are the narratives where you want to be. So I'm going to be talking about these trades. Firstly, let's talk about the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is a proper long over here. I have also given this trade in Discord. I've given this trade in the previous video as well. You can see how I am currently in minor profits right now, but you can actually pick this trade. What is the trade though? We are seeing that Bitcoin is in this coil which is a symmetrical triangle, and right now it has basically retested that breakout level which happened on 3rd of January. In the beginning of the year, this breakout happened, and right now if you actually see, the price has come back down and currently retesting this level, this important zone of 90k. This is the trade. I've got a stop loss at 2.8%, and in my opinion the price is going to go towards the upside. It's not only based on price action, it's also based on the liquidation heat map. If you look at the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin at the moment, in the last 48 hours, you will see how majority of the liquidations are sitting at that 92.2 to 92.4k level, and that is where my first TP is going to be. Yes, there are some liquidation sitting at the below level as well, which is 89.1k, but that is okay because our stop loss is not going to hit. Our stop loss is 2.8% below the current price or the entry price. So if you take 2.8%, that is 87.3k. That is where my stop loss is, and I am looking to TP1 when these all of this liquidation cluster hit. So we are actually playing systematically over here. We're not guessing the markets. Plus, I also believe that the US session is going to be the time when my TP is going to hit. What is happening right now is, if you actually look at the BTC cumulative returns by session, you will see how this blue line, which is the US session, the purple one is the EU session, and the yellow one is the APAC session, the Asian session. You can see how since the beginning of the year, which is 3rd Jan from here, 2nd Jan from here, but if you see from 1st of January, the markets have been really trending towards the upside in the US session. It's been the best performing session, and that is what we want to see. I have already updated my trade log. My trade log for January is looking really good. I've taken Solana, Lighter, Copper, Zcash. Zcash was a loser trade yesterday, but that is okay. We are going to have loser trades, and it will basically enhance and improve our trading journey, in my opinion. So now I'm in this Bitcoin position. I was also in the BNB position, which I've closed in profits. And today I'm going to be talking about a Polymarket bet, which is Tariff versus Trump, and the Rivian trade. So I'm going to be talking about more things. Firstly, I hope you understand the Bitcoin trade properly. I hope you understand the stop loss. Hope you understand the TP1 as well. That is what matters, guys. Proper risk management. Now let's actually talk about the mega event of the day, which is US Supreme Court versus Donald Trump when it comes to the US tariffs. Now, I've got a Polymarket bet here as well. I've already talked about this in my journal. I've placed it here. Tariffs versus Trump. It should actually be US Supreme Court versus Trump tariffs, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that. Now, guys, in my opinion, Supreme Court is not going to rule in favor of Trump's tariffs, right? So Polymarket is correct over here, but this is not the bet we are taking. The bet we are taking is, will the court force Trump to refund the tariffs or not? The tariffs which have already been collected in the last 1 year. In my opinion, the answer is no. The court will not force Trump to refund the tariffs. Why? Because forcing refunds would mean 130 bill plus per year, a flood of lawsuits, and a direct hit to the deficit of United States of America. That is very important to understand, which is why you can take this bet. I've already taken this bet at 30% chance, and right now we are in profits because the chances are 24%. This will actually go to 1% or 0%. You can take profits in the middle as well. Guys, very easy bet. Okay, so these are the kind of plays that we are taking. We're also journaling them. We took the Stranger Things bet on Polymarket, which went quite amazing. We are doing trading as well. What else do you want? I know what I want. I want you guys to subscribe. Take this channel to 1,000 subs, and then 5,000 subs, and then 10,000 subs. We don't know where, but right now we want to reach that 1,000 sub level. So please help me. Like the video, comment below with your feedback, things you want me to improve, plus subscribe if you're new. Now, moving into the charts, guys, Zcash is the first chart I'm looking at. Very important because all the news right now is related to Zcash. Zcash fell really hard yesterday. It went down around 25% and then it moved towards the upside. Right now at a major resistance of $450. I took the trade yesterday, but I cut it super early, and that was literally 1.2% loss. Now guys, cut your losers short and let your winners run is what I believe in, which is why I cut this trade super early. Right now I'm not looking for any trade in Zcash. I just want to tell you guys that, you know, people are very active. For example, Mert has been very active. He has been calling out all the accounts who are spreading FUD about Zcash, plus the previous co-founder as well, and there are some new innovations or news coming out for Zcash. So let's talk about it. Mert said that there is a TLDR, the foundation entity behind the Zashi wallet just transitioned into a labs entity, meaning less politics and more hardcore shipping and engineering. So the team hasn't actually left. The core team hasn't actually left. They've formed a new company wherein they can work with less politics. So this is the news. It's not a bad news. The market just fell for no reason. Sorry, Zcash actually fell for no reason, and this is actually a bullish news for Zcash. Plus you've got a new thing coming up, which is Josh said, we are all in on Zcash. We need to scale Zcash to billions of users. Startups can scale, but non-profits can't, which is why we pivoted. That's why we have created a new Zcash startup. So this is what he posted. And guys, I'm not asking you to buy this thing right now. I'm not asking you to short it right now as well. Let the whole, you know, drama clear. And then we're going to talk about the price action in Zcash, which is why I'm telling you that, you know, there are both the sides here fighting against each other. Some people saying that this is a bearish thing and Zcash should be $300. Some people saying that, for example, Mert is saying that, you know, Zcash should actually be $10,000 and you guys have no idea what good news is coming out. But in my opinion, you should just stay away from it because you've got more tokens that you can trade actually. So focus on those tokens, and those tokens are this watch list. I've got Ethereum, Tau, Bonk, Near, HyperLiquid, and Rivian Automotive. So I'm going to be talking about these trades. Mostly or three of them are AI and meme coins narrative, which I actually talked about. Why? Because right now, if you see in the last 1 week, AI and meme coins have been the best performers. Look here, AI and meme coins have been the best performers. So let's quickly go into first chart, which is Ethereum. I don't have a trade for Ethereum. You can skip 10, 15, 20 seconds if you don't want to look at the chart, but it's on a trend line. It's currently taking a support. If it breaks below, then it's going to be coming to that 3K region and then 2850 region. I'm not interested in Ethereum, but I'm looking at the chart because it's a major and you have to understand the price action of Ethereum. One trade I'm looking up forward to is Bonk. Bonk was the strongest meme coin when memes were going towards the upside in the first 3 to 4 days of the year, and now it's coming down. So in my opinion, this area is a very good point or area to be, you know, long on Bonk. So this is what I'm looking at. Currently the price is trading above that level, but in my opinion this is a very important level. Why? Because it was a resistance in December, it was resistance in whole of this time, which is November and October as well, and right now price is actually coming back to the level. What you need to do is go on lower time frame, put a limit order over here at the tap, and as soon as it taps, move towards the upside. You have to take profits very early. So this is going to be my trade. I am going to be taking this trade. Trust me, I'm going to be taking this trade. I'm going to be putting this limit order. So I'm going to be putting this in my trade journal as well. I'm going to show you guys whether it's profitable or not, because we are being proper transparent on this channel. Proper transparent on this channel. Now comes Tau. Tau is one of the best tokens when it comes to the AI narrative, and we know that AI narrative is actually performing really well in January. So we keep focusing on the AI narrative. Currently it has broken out of the trend line and now it's coming back down to this beautiful support, which is sitting at around $255 level, and that is where I'm going to long Tau, and stop loss is going to be around 3%, 3 to 3.5%, let's say, if you want to keep some leverage. Plus make sure that your leverage is not very high, which is you're not taking 20x, 30x, because you can get your account wiped off, guys. So make sure that you're not taking leverage more than 5x, because that is the way to go. That is how you will become a better trader. You know, you don't have to be greedy all the time when you're trading. Treat it as a business, guys. So Bonk and tau are the trades that I'm looking at. Near is not a trade that I'm looking at, but I'm also I want to make sure that I understand the price action for near. Right now it's coming to an important level, which is going to be that 1.61 level. But if AI keeps performing well, if AI narrative keeps performing well, and the market is risk on from here, then in my opinion, near can be a good trade. I'm going to talk about near more on my Twitter, so follow me on Twitter, where it's everything is free. Look, everything is free here as well. I'm not charging you guys any money. So but just make sure that you're managing your risk. That is the most important thing. The final trade I want to talk about is HyperLiquid. I'm actually going short on HyperLiquid. Why? Because the deviation has happened, and I've been talking about this thing from a long time in my videos, that once the deviation happens on HyperLiquid, in my opinion, it's going to come down super quickly and tag this $22 level, where I'm going to long HyperLiquid for a double bottom on higher time frame. So I'm going to be going short on HyperLiquid. In my opinion, it's coming down. Plus, I know a lot of whales are also, exiting their long positions on HyperLiquid. So that is very important, guys. That is important to understand. 3 trades now. I've got HyperLiquid for you guys. I've got Bonk limit order, and I've got Tau as well, the limit order at $255. So 3 trades I've given in less than 10 minutes, guys. Make sure you are making, you're taking full advantage of these trades, guys, with proper risk management. Now, one trade I want to give is equities. Now you can take this on eToro, you can take this on Ostium as well, Rivian Automotive. So what you're doing here is you're looking at this massive ascending triangle structure, and the breakout has already happened. The price is going to come down to this level, which is going to be 17.5 level, and that is going to be the retest of this massive ascending triangle on 3-day time frame. So you have to be taking this. The stop loss is going to be 2.5%. Take it on leverage on a perp dex, Ostium. You can do that. If you want to take it on centralized exchange, you can. If you want to take it on eToro, you can. Do whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you're managing your risk. You're not putting a lot of money. 1 to 2%. Risk 1 to 2% in every single trade, and that's how you're going to win in this game. All right. It's very simple, guys. Very simple. So I showed you the news, I showed you the Polymarket bets, I showed you the charts and trades. Now guys, make sure that you're journaling everything. This is a business, okay? Manage your risk at every point in time. If you're going to manage your risk, you can actually win in this game, which is trading. All right, it can become a good income for you. Now that is my aim. Make sure you like the video if you actually enjoyed it. Comment with the feedbacks, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.